Just trimming up some of these ends here. I'm gonna go real easy with it. All right. So I've got about 30 done. I finally finished 30 today after about 3 days. 3 days worth of work. I worked all day yesterday and all day the day before that, and then, but a lot of this time was spent during preparing dyeing and conditioning the leather. It doesn't take me a long time to rivet them. It takes me a long time to cut them and dye them. So I'm going to eliminate that process of dyeing. Here I'm going to be purchasing some leather that is already dyed and already conditioned, but I will have to condition them once I'm done with them. Even pre-dyed leather still has to be conditioned. All right, leather gets brittle. So that one's a little bit crooked, but you know, it's looking good. I might even trim that up just a little bit, right there, right here. Come down with that just a little bit, even it up right there, like so. I'll cut that again here, just to make sure. There we go. Beautiful. I'll burnish that edge again. Looking good there. Trim this edge up here, just like so. Oops. Go like this. I'll bevel the edges on all these tomorrow, because time is ticking away. I need to get something to eat. I've been out here all day again. I just want to get these 100 sheaths for the initial sale on these sheaths here. I want to get 100 ready to ship. So. Ooh, this one's really crooked, man. They won't come apart. All right. They're so heavy duty. I don't have to have 5 rivets on each side. I can just do 3. But I just want the extra little bit, right? I don't know why. I just want them to be the most heaviest duty hand digger sheath ever made, right? They're not going to be super pretty, so. Beautiful. I'm not going to trim that side up. I'm not going to get too close to those rivets. So I'll trim that up just a little bit more there, right there. I'll have to bevel the edges and then stain the edges, dye the edges a little bit more there. Not talking very much because I'm very concentrated. I don't want to get cut. and I don't want to screw the leather up because it took me a long time to make each one of these sheaths, right? I don't want to screw it up right at the last minute. It took all this time to make the sheath. I don't want to mess it up on the last step, right? Okay. Got some down here that I haven't trimmed up yet, so I'm getting quite the pile going now. Is there one? Right there. Let's do a black one. Trim it up here. Trim up the edge. Not all leather is the same, right? It's hard to cut these exactly the same size from my template because the leather stretches and it just does all kinds of weird stuff, right? This one looks acceptable, but I'll just trim a little bit off here. Round this off just a little bit. All right, like that. So I do need to trim the backside there, just to even it up there, just like so. I'll be burning or beveling those edges anyway, so that stuff will just come right out. Like so. This leather's a lot thicker, a lot more brittle too. So I'll have to trim this whole edge right here. Just like that. I won't be trimming that edge. I'll leave that one. I don't want to cut myself. All right. There we go. This leather's a lot thicker, so it takes me a few stabs to get through this leather. Sure, it's even there. Yep, looks good. Just the last little finishing touches on these 40 sheaths here, or 30 something. It's taken me a lot of work to get these sheaths done. That dyeing took forever, man. Dyeing these just takes way too long. I will be not dyeing anymore because it's just so messy. I'll trim that up just a little bit there. It's so messy and it takes a long time. While I could be assembling these, I don't want to have to sit there and dye for all day long. I dyed all day yesterday to get all these dyed. All day just to dye them. And that's time is money, right? If I could, you know, this right here is $220 worth of leather, right? And if I could spend another $50 on leather, I would save so much money because I wouldn't be dyeing. I could be assembling these sheaths instead of sitting there dyeing. And I can just buy a pre-dyed leather. And it would be a lot easier to work with, and I would put a lot less conditioner in it too. That oil is expensive. When I dye it, it makes the leather really brittle, so I have to put a lot more conditioner in it to be able to work the leather. You know, to be able to assemble these, I have to have them soft. I can't put these rivets in when they're really firm, really brittle, because the leather will actually break. right? I have to condition them a lot when I dye them. So, but the dyeing thing is no longer. I'm not going to be dyeing the whole hide. I'll just be dyeing the edges after I trim them up a little bit, all right? Just a little bit of dyeing, not whole hides at once, right? There we go. Almost got them all done, man. Look at that. That's good. That's very, very good. So I just got these ones to go. Let's do one of these thinner ones here. All right. Check the edges there. Make sure they're square. Yeah, that one's square. Looks good. Check my rivet work there, right? Beautiful, man. There we go. Awesome. Awesome, 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 man. Go with this color here, black. Do a black one next. Looks good. Looks good. Actually, I'll trim up just a little bit on this corner right here. Right there. It's looking awesome. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Come back a little bit on it. There we go. Right there. This is the neck section. Or this is right where the neck is at. That's why all those wrinkles in there. I think that's a really cool effect. The neck section is beautiful. It's harder to work with though because it's so stiff. All right. The neck section is my favorite part to work with because it looks so nice. It has that marbling effect. Right. It has those ripples in it. Beautiful. Well, thank you for watching. Please subscribe.